So as promised, this is the very first video to my series. Okay, so in the previous video, I kept calling it, should I call it a boot camp? Should I call it a crash course? No, I know what I want to call it now, and it is my BPD Kickstart series. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, you just click this video and you have no idea what I'm talking about. So in my previous video, I mentioned that I am finally going to share with you all the steps that I've taken to get where I'm at with my borderline personality disorder, because my BPD is quite managed and is managed pretty well. I've put in some serious hard work to get where I'm at with my BPD, with my borderline personality disorder. And someone commented on one of my videos and asked, how do I manage my BPD? What are the strategies and the methods that I use? So that is what helped me come up with the idea to create a series. Now I want to make it a series because this will be added to like a playlist. So like I said, I'm going to call it my BPD Kickstart series. So if you have borderline personality disorder and you're curious, you're struggling with your BPD and you're curious to the steps I've taken, I highly recommend that you watch the next few videos, because every video I plan to upload will be about the steps I've taken to get where I'm at with my BPD. So be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so that way you know when a new video is being uploaded. Okay, so some of the videos are going to be short, some are going to be long. I'm assuming that this one might be short. So yes, I also want to mention that, or let you guys know that this may not work for you. Okay, whatever worked for me, it may not work for you. With that being said, I'm going to word a lot of my wording like I did this and I did that. I don't want to word it too much like you should do this or you should do that. I don't want to tell anybody what to do. Okay, so this is just out of curiosity. I'm not trying to say that this is a cure to BPD. No, you're just watching a person with borderline personality disorder share their experiences and things that they've done to help them manage their BPD. That is it. And if you've gained something from it, great. And if you didn't, that is still okay. Okay. So I just want to make sure, because I don't want people thinking that they watched all these videos. I'm not sure how many videos is going to be added to this playlist, but I just don't want you guys to watch all the videos and just be disappointed and like, no, this did not work. That's why I said I'm going to word it like I did this and I did that. Okay. So that is it. That is it to this introduction. Let's get into the very first video, what I've done. So in order for me to take my BPD serious, because I got tired of being miserable with my BPD and all that other stuff, I said, you know what? Let me first forgive, okay? Forgive myself. So yes, in today's video, I'm going to talk about forgiveness, okay? In order for me to heal, to be not completely healed, because when I think of the word healed, I think of it being like cured or something like that. I don't think you can cure BPD. But in order for me to take it serious, I had to forgive myself. And what exactly am I forgiving? My splits of hurting myself. Sometimes you can hurt others, yourself, or both. For me, it's myself. Okay, so I had to forgive myself. Forgive myself so that way I can move on, so I can be at peace. And that's what forgiveness means. If you're forgiving someone else or you're forgiving yourself, it's not to say that you're justifying what happened or the behaviors, the negative behaviors of the situation. You're forgiving so that way you can move on and be at peace. A lot of people, not all of us, with BPD, we are hard on ourselves, especially when we're having our episodes, our splits. We're hard on ourselves. We say very terrible, mean things to ourselves that are not even true. If we're calling ourselves names, we have negative thoughts. We don't want to be, living anymore. Things like that. So you have to forgive yourself. You do. Forgive yourself for no matter what you did. Okay, no matter what you did, and that is very hard to do. And if it's hard for you to forgive yourself for the things that you've done with your BPD to others or yourself or both, then I highly recommend to learn how to forgive first. But I'm telling you right now, this is a very important step, and that's why I made this like the very first thing for me to do. So like I said, so I can move on and be at peace with my BPD, living my truth, my BPD truth. I had to forgive myself for the splits and all of the things, the negativity, the negative things I've done to myself in order for me to move on and be at peace. And that is hard. I'm telling you right now, it's very hard, because when we're doing these splits, we feel terrible. We feel terrible. I made a video that is not the end of the world, and you can live a happy life with BPD. You can. Okay, so just forgive yourself. I don't care what you did. Okay, forgive yourself. And that's what I did. I forgave myself, no matter what you did. Okay, so if your splits caused someone to leave out of your life because they just couldn't take it anymore, and it was your fault, even if it was your fault, still forgive yourself. Okay, and what I did was I went to a mirror. I went to a mirror and I said, Chrissy, I forgive you. That was it. But it has to be legit, you guys. You have to really feel it in your core, in your heart, that you truly forgave yourself for whatever you did to someone, to yourself, or both. It has to feel real. Don't just say, I forgive myself, and then it doesn't feel real. And then don't move on to the next step to try to heal. If you want to truly heal from something, forgiveness. If you want to heal or move on or feel good or just be at, I'm telling you, the power of forgiveness. And like I said, it does not mean that you are saying that you're justifying a behavior or an action. No, you're forgiving for yourself. It's for you. You are forgiving because it's for you. Okay, so make sure it feels real. Make sure it feels legit. And that is what I did. I forgave myself. Think about all the things you've done. Forgive yourself. And that's what I did. Chrissy, I forgive you. I don't care what you did. I forgive me. Say it like that. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. And say it over and over and over again, like I said, until it feels legit. Okay? Because a lot of us with BPD, not all of us, but we feel so sorry for ourselves. Because BPD is a terrible mental illness. It is. It's a very terrible mental illness. It's one of those, it's a personality disorder. So it's triggered when we're having interaction with others, a negative interaction with others. That is when it's mainly triggered. That's when BPD gets triggered for a lot of us. Not all of us, but a lot of us, our BPD gets triggered when we're having negative interactions with others. So I get it. This mental illness sucks. But hey, you got to forgive yourself for whatever you've done. Okay. And I know I said I wasn't going to word it like you should do this, you should do that. And I wanted to word it like what I did and I did this. That's kind of hard because I think it kind of sounded like I did pretty much tell you guys what to do. So if a lot of these videos do sound like that, like I'm telling you what to do, I mean, it's just naturally flowing out my mouth like that. And so, but that is what I did, you guys. So step 1 is forgiveness. Once again, you are forgiving yourself so that way you can move on, and heal. And also so you can be at peace with your BPD. That's the whole point of forgiveness. Okay, that is it. That is for the first video of this BPD Kickstart series. And let me know in the comment section if you liked the first video. Let me know if you forgiven yourself. I want to know in the comment section, you guys. I'm here for you. I'm here to support you. And once again, I'm not sure if this is going to help you. Okay, this is just a guide, or you're just watching someone with BPD sharing their experience of how they manage their BPD. Okay, but yes, but I'm hopeful that this is going to help you. I am. I'm here to support you. That's the whole point of my channel. It's a support channel. But thank you so much for watching. Be sure, if you like my content so far, subscribe, and you got to hit the bell, you guys, so that way you know when I upload some new content. So you don't want to miss the next video. Okay, the next video ties definitely down to this one right here, so you don't want to miss it. They're all linked. How I did the steps that I've taken to get where I'm at with my BPD, they're linked. So be sure to hit the bell. All right, I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.